Part 6.
After visiting her brother and dad, who is getting better now, the next day arrived far too quickly. Liz was absolutely not ready to face the Empress again. Not after yesterday's chaos, where furniture had practically declared war inside the Empress's chambers. She carried the tea tray with shaking hands, already preparing to dodge flying vases. "All right, Liz. Deep breath. If she throws something, duck. You can do this. Come in," the Empress called calmly. The knights pushed the door open. Liz entered ready to run, but everything inside was normal. The Empress sat by her mirror, drinking wine. Not a single broken vase. No shattered glass. No overturned furniture. Not even a scratch on the walls. Liz blinked. Was the crushing sound yesterday nothing? Did I misheard? She bowed. "Greetings, Your Majesty. I brought..." "Drop it there," the Empress said softly, then motioned at her. "Help me get ready." Liz froze. Is this another trap? Suspicious, she thought. Very suspicious. Still, she nodded and helped her Empress dress. What shocked her most was, the Empress didn't argue, didn't scoff, didn't scream, "Are you blind?" or argue about Liz's dress chose. She just let her work in silence. Liz glanced at her in the mirror. What's wrong with her? Did someone switch her body overnight? Is she sick? Is she? Before Liz could spiral further, a knight knocked. "Your Majesty," he said. "Court Williams Evermere has arrived." The Empress gave a short nod. "Prepare breakfast. I will be dining with him." Liz blinked. Breakfast? Must be an important guest. Then she tries to remember Court Williams from the novel. Her brain worked overtime. Nope. Nothing. Don't remember him. Soon after, everything was ready. But when she entered the dining hall, she realized this was not just breakfast to discuss an important issue. This was a date. A formally arranged date. One the Empress' uncle must have arranged this. She realized. He was young, maybe early 20s. Soft brown hair. Green eyes. Handsome in a gentle, noble way. Liz thought, if he were a pastry, he'd be vanilla cake with extra sugar. He smiled warmly at the Empress. "Empress, you look radiant today." The Empress didn't even look at him as she sat. He tried again, laughing softly. "I brought flowers from my estate. They reminded me of you." Another nod. He spoke about the weather, politics, his dog, the estate's garden, the tea prices in another empire, and the Empress kept nodding like a wooden puppet. Liz stood at the side, observing. The Empress clearly wanted none of it, she thought. Maybe that's why she allowed me pick any dress without arguing. She didn't care. Then she heard from the other maid as they whisper, "How the Empress is getting engaged to the..." Liz froze. Engaged? There was nothing about the Empress getting engaged in the novel. The court chuckled nervously. "Your Majesty, is something troubling you?" The Empress blinked once. Slowly. "Nope." He smiled through the discomfort, trying to keep the peace. His eyes flicked to Liz for a second, but Liz quickly looked at the ceiling. "Nope, don't look at me." The Empress pushed her plate away. "We're done here. I have work to do." The court's smile faltered. "Oh. Then shall we take a walk later? Or perhaps..." "No. You can crawl back to my uncle now." The court. "What? Wait, Your Majesty." "Your uncle?" The Empress smiled and turned to him. "You think I don't know? How much did my uncle pay? What did he promise you? A title?" The court stepped close to her. "Your Majesty, don't say that. Really? Let's get this over with. I have a lot to do, you see." Liz blinked. Wow, she just rejected him. "William, how can you say that? We're going to be engaged soon." "Says who?" "I don't know what my uncle told you, but I'll never get engaged to a man who wants to marry me because he was bribed." Court Williams smiles. "Really? Talk all you want, but you know what your uncle will do if you don't accept these engagement. And I'm sure I won't be the last." The Empress smiled. "Really? How bold of you. Throw him out," she said to the knight, "and never let him step inside my palace again." The knight's nods. The court raised his hand slightly to stop the knight. "No need, I'll leave on my own. And I look forward to dinner next time, Your Majesty." He left with a stiff smile. Liz instinctively followed the Empress, but she noticed the Empress's hands were trembling very slightly. Maybe she absolutely wholeheartedly did not want to get engaged. Liz thought. Well, he's a jerk, engaged to her because of a bribe. He didn't even deny it, and he doesn't love her. What a jerk. Dressed like Bertha, she glances at the Empress again. Her uncle. Is the Empress scared of her uncle? And why is he pushing suitors at her? What is going on? As soon as they enter the Empress chamber, the Empress let out a breath and rubbed her temple. Liz instinctively stepped back. Oh no, she squeaked internally. Asterisk. Please don't destroy the chandeliers, asterisk. The Empress opened her eyes with rage and threw everything on her desk. How dare he? Liz froze. Your Majesty? The Empress. Get out. Liz. Your Majesty, are you? Out now. The Empress shouted, still trashing things. Liz quietly retreated, not knowing what to do. What is going on? Liz thought. Hope she will be all right. Days passed and things went back to normal. No more episodes from the Empress. She acted like nothing happened at all. But the stupid court still came back. And of course the knights were fired for letting him in. Liz still remembered standing quietly behind the Empress, watching the court kneeling before the Empress, holding a bouquet of flower. He's trying so hard, Liz had thought. But the Empress had simply dropped her cup, stood, nodded once or twice to the knights, and walked away with the coldness of a person who would rather be anywhere else. And the days after? Oh, they were worse. Some other men came too, claiming to be the Empress suitor sent by the Empress uncle, but the Empress always dismissed them without even seeing their face. And they left the palace pale and trembling. But the worst scene, the one that still made Liz scared, was a meeting with the Empire scholars. Everything had been going smoothly, the conversation polite, the atmosphere calm, until a younger scholar leaned forward and gently dabbed a drop of tea from the Empress's lips with his handkerchief. The room froze. The Empress's eyes widened not shyly, but like a blade drawn from its sheath. She rose to her feet, her voice low, sharp. You dare touch me without permission? The poor man nearly fainted, stammering out apologies. Liz had stood behind her, thinking, this woman, she's terrifying. No wonder half the Empire trembles around her. By the end of that week, Liz was exhausted. Her head hurt, her feet hurt, and she was sure her spirit hurt too. Every day felt like running after a storm with no umbrella. Then word came about the Empress's birthday next month. The palace was buzzing, maids whispering, guards discussing preparations, the butler pacing with lists in hand. Liz expected the Empress to demand diamonds, silk, fireworks, something dramatic. But when the butler asked about her birthday arrangements, the Empress just waved a hand. Handle it. Liz had nearly dropped the books. Handle it, that's it. She looks like someone who loves party, jewelry, or being admired. Why is she acting like she doesn't care? Liz thought. But she reminded herself, it wasn't her place to wonder. She was a maid, nothing more. Still, she couldn't shake the feeling that something about the Empress was quietly cracking underneath the surface. Later that evening, long after the palace grew quieter and the night dipped low, Liz made her way down the corridor with the Empress's laundry basket in her arms. The hall smelled of wax and faint perfume. Her tired footsteps echoed against polished stone. Birthday, mountain of work. She thought with a sigh, will I ever get a break again? She was almost at the laundry room door, exhaling as she lifted the basket, when a voice drifted in front of her, smooth and familiar. Working so late? She froze. Her breath caught, and slowly she looked up. Red hair, golden eyes, night uniform glinting under the lantern light. Her heart stopped. No. She froze so hard she forgot to breathe. Standing in front of her, smiling like fate itself was playing a cruel joke, was him, the male lead, the man destined to burn this empire to the ground, the walking disaster she had sworn to avoid at all cost. Her legs trembled before she could even command them not to. He tilted his head, a lazy smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. We meet again. Liz felt her stomach drop. Of all people, why him? Why now? Stay calm. Don't look scared. Pretend you don't know him. Breathe. Just breathe. She straightened her back so fast her spine almost cracked. Excuse me? Do I know you? His golden eyes softened, amused. You don't remember me? She forced a smile so stiff it could have been carved from wood. I think you have the wrong person. His grin wide and slow, warm, annoyingly charming. Oh, the wrong person? He took a step closer, voice dipping with playful certainty. I clearly remember that hit. The thief incident. Her blood ran cold. It was him. The shameless man that day? He chuckled softly, seeing the realization hit her. Yeah, it was me. The hair. Ooh, it was a wig. Sometimes we use disguises for missions. A beat. Nice to see you again. Inside her head, 1,000 alarms exploded. It was him. Asterisk, I knew something was off that day. Asterisk, those golden eyes, how did I not put it together? She stepped back too fast. Too obvious. No, you've made a mistake, she insisted, even as her voice wavered. He watched her retreat with a curious glimmer. Then he moved forward again, closing the distance like a cat cornering a startled rabbit. Oh no, he said gently. I'm very sure. His gaze swept over her face, lingering with soft intensity. I'd never forget these eyes. A princess could hide anywhere, but not those purple eyes. Liz nearly choked on her own heartbeat. Princes? He called me that before too. But she kept her smile, brittle and desperate. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I really need to take these to the laundry room. She lifted the basket as proof, taking half a step away. He laughed, quiet and warm, touching the basket. Let me help you. No. It came out too sharp. She cleared her throat. I mean, no thank you, sir. You must be busy. Take care. Before he could say another word, she turned and practically speed-walked down, almost running, but was careful so he won't notice. Behind her, she felt his gaze lingering, curious, confused, and far too interested. He watched her go, smile shifting into thoughtful concern. Is she scared of me? Did I do anything wrong? Is she hiding anything? He wondered. Was she frightened or shy? A soft, amused laugh escaped him. Either way, he had noticed her now. Liz didn't stop moving until she rounded a corner, then another. Only when she was sure he wasn't following did she press her back to the wall, chest heaving. Why him? Why? Out of everyone in this stupid palace, why did the male lead notice me? I just want to survive, not get tangled in the main plot, especially not with him. She peeked behind her nervously, half expecting his red hair to appear. Nothing. She pressed her palm to her racing heart. Focus, Liz. Avoid him. Avoid trouble. Live quietly. Stay alive. You just want peace. Peace, peace, peace. Then she groaned softly into her hands. But how do I live peacefully when the male lead keeps showing up like a bad omen? And with that, hugging the laundry basket to her chest, Liz hurried toward the laundry room. The following days passed in a blur of work, running, bowing, and carefully avoiding certain red-haired dangers. The Empress's temper? Still terrifying. Still sharp. Still enough to make grown officials sweat. But, strangely, she yelled less at Liz. And Liz, poor exhausted Liz, was learning something surprising. For someone so dramatic, the Empress actually cared. Deeply. She checked every scroll, every record, every complaint, every tax document. She walked through the palace and city records personally. She never let her duties slip, not even once. Liz felt oddly surprised, and equally terrified. But then, one morning, the Empress was seated by her dresser. When Liz walked in, Liz, help me get ready for my swordsmanship training. Liz almost fell. Sword? What? Swordsmanship? The Empress? This jeweled, elegant, dress-loving villainess. Training with a sword. Oh yes, Your Majesty, Liz said weakly, helping her into her training pants. But inside Liz was screaming. The training ground, the knights, the male lead might be there. The moment the Empress turned away, Liz silently tried to slip away. The Empress to Liz. Bring my sword. Liz, I have to change the bedding and take it to the laundry room. Silence. Empress turned back, flat with a dangerous stare. Liz gulped. I'm cooked. I don't recall telling you to do that, the Empress said coolly. There are cleaning maids for that. Then her eyes sharpened. Your duty is to follow me. everywhere, even into hell. Liz swallowed so hard she felt her ribs vibrate. At that point, facing the male lead might actually be safer than defying the Empress any longer. Yes, Your Majesty. I apologize. The Empress arched a brow, leaving. Shut it. Liz opened her mouth to ask about the sword, when the Empress suddenly paused, turning back slowly, with a wicked smile. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Her voice dripped with mischief. A wonderful punishment for disobeying me. Liz. And that's how Liz ended up here, standing in the Imperial training grounds wearing the Empress training pants, facing a crowd of knights who'd stopped their sparring to stare. Liz's soul left her body. The Empress twirled a sword, completely unbothered. Now then, she said cheerfully. A little sparring match. Liz immediately dropped to her knees. Your Majesty, I'm sorry. I don't know how this is done, I'm just a maid. The Empress leaned down, smiling like a demon sent to torment her. This should be fun, right? She asked the butler who was shaking for Liz. Your Majesty, I don't think this is a good idea. The Empress. Don't worry, Lulu, I won't hurt her. Crowd leaned closer. Even the birds stopped flying. Your Majesty, please. Anything else? I'll do anything else, Liz said. The Empress unsheathed her sword with a soft asterisk shin, and before Liz could crawl away, the Empress placed the cold tip against Liz's neck. Stop wasting my time. Her eyes flashed dangerously. Pick up the sword. Liz froze. Slowly, very slowly, she reached for the sword on the ground. The weight felt heavier than her future. The problem? Liz thought miserably as sweat rolled down her spine. Isn't that I can't use a sword? Dad taught me a few basics when he trained my brother. Enough to swing. Enough to dodge. But now? Should she pretend to be useless? Or reveal she isn't completely helpless? Because the moment she showed skill, people would notice. And Liz only wanted one thing, to survive quietly. Not shine. Not stand out. Not get eliminated. She glanced at the Empress, who raised her brow impatiently. Liz swallowed. Should I pretend? Or should I fight?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to know when I upload the next chapter.